control that no longer exists. They believe loyalty is stronger than it really is. They believe fear is enough to hold everything together. But fear alone cannot maintain broken systems forever. Eventually, pressure reaches a point where small cracks become visible fractures. Events start to happen that cannot be fully controlled. A major failure, a public loss, a rebellion, a military setback, a political break. The exact form is different in each history, but the pattern is always the same. Control slips in a way that cannot be ignored, and once it becomes visible, it becomes impossible to fully hide. At this moment, the leader often faces his most difficult reality, the realization that power is no longer absolute, that obedience is no longer guaranteed, that the system he built is no longer fully under his control. This realization is often delayed as long as possible. But once it arrives, it changes everything. Because now every decision is made under pressure of decline, not expansion. The focus shifts from building power to saving power, from growth to survival, from control to damage control. And this shift is extremely important because no system is built to survive long-term under constant threat and internal weakness at the same time. As the fall continues, loyalty becomes more fragile. Some followers leave completely, some switch sides, some remain but act carefully, watching every move. This creates uncertainty inside the system. And uncertainty is one of the fastest ways power collapses. At the same time, external forces become more bold. Opponents who were once afraid begin to act openly. Small wins against the system encourage bigger actions. And every success against the system reduces the fear that once protected it. Fear is powerful, but it is not permanent. Once it breaks, it is difficult to rebuild. In many historical cases, this stage also brings internal betrayal. Not always dramatic, sometimes quiet, a trusted person sharing information, a close ally making a secret move, a supporter changing loyalty when the risk becomes too high. Betrayal becomes more likely when survival is at stake. And during collapse, survival becomes the main goal for many people. This creates a chain reaction. One break leads to another. One loss leads to another. One failure exposes another weakness. And slowly the structure begins to fall apart from multiple sides at once. The leader, who once controlled everything, now faces a system that reacts faster than he can repair it. Every action feels like it comes too late. Every decision feels like it is responding instead of leading. And this reversal is one of the clearest signs that the fall is no longer avoidable. At this stage, history becomes very consistent. Once the system reaches this level of instability, recovery becomes extremely rare because too many parts are already damaged at the same time. Trust is broken, information is weak, loyalty is uncertain, fear is unstable, and control is incomplete. And when all of these weaken together, even the strongest men cannot hold the system together.